I want to tell you something that took me 8 years of running a classroom economy to fully understand, and that I wish somebody had told me before my own first child turned 9. The window to shape your child's financial mindset closes earlier than most parents realize. The research is clear. Children's core attitudes towards money are largely shaped before the age of 12. Not after, not in high school economics class, before. Which means the time to act is right now. Here's the problem. Most financial literacy advice targets teenagers. The how to budget conversations, the save before you spend conversations, the this is how interest works explanations. And by the time parents have those conversations, a child's relationship with money, their gut instincts around spending and saving and risk and generosity, is already established. I've seen it in classrooms for 23 years. The child who arrives at year 4 already knowing how to negotiate, how to save towards a goal, or how to feel the difference between a want and a need, that child almost always has a parent who started the conversation before anyone told them to. What to know, number 1. And this is the most important thing I'll say today. Your relationship with money is the curriculum. Your child is not learning financial literacy from a book. They're not learning it from a worksheet or a video. They're learning it from watching you. How you talk about money, or whether you avoid talking about it. How you respond when something is too expensive. What you do when money is tight. Whether you spend impulsively or deliberately. Whether saving feels like sacrifice or strategy in your household. All of this is data, and your child is absorbing it constantly, every single day. What to know, number 2. Pocket money is not all about the money. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is the practice. Receiving something, deciding what to do with it, living with the consequences of that decision, and that cycle, repeated week after week, is what builds financial judgment. I've seen children with $2 pocket money develop more financial confidence than children with 20, because the $2 child was making real decisions every week. The $20 child was spending without thinking. So the question is never how much should I give? The question is my child getting the practice? What to know, number 3. So the conversation is really the lesson. You don't need to have the right answers. You don't even need to be a financial expert. You don't have to have sorted out all your own financial life before you're allowed to talk to your child about theirs. You just need to be willing to have the conversation. Ask the questions. What did you do with your pocket money this week? Did you enjoy what you bought? And would you do the same thing next week? See, that's it. The conversation itself, that's the learning. Money becomes normal when families talk about it. And normal is the goal. Not expert, not perfect, normal. What to know, number 4. Okay, parents resist this one more than any other, because mistakes at 9 are infinitely cheaper than mistakes at 25. I know it feels wrong to let your child spend unwisely. I know the instinct is to stop them, to explain, to redirect. But here's what I've observed across 8 years of classroom economies. The children who were never allowed to make a financial mistake were the ones who made the largest financial mistakes later, because they never felt the consequence. See, the classroom gave children that experience safely, cheaply, reversibly. And at home, you can do exactly the same thing. Let them spend unwisely. Let them regret it. Let them figure out what comes next. That sequence is the lesson. What to know. Number 5, they're watching what you do. I'll say it plainly because it cuts both ways. Your child is watching what you do, not what you say. If you tell them to save, but then you spend every dollar you earn, they learn that saving is something people talk about, not something that they do. If you avoid talking about money because it feels stressful or private or complicated, they learn that money is stressful, private, complicated. So the most powerful financial literacy lesson that you can give your child between now and age 12 is to model the behaviors you want them to carry into adulthood. Not perfectly, honestly, with them watching. Okay, here's your assignment. The one thing to do this week. Pick one of these 5 and start there. Just one. If you're not sure which, start with number 3. Have a money conversation with your child this week. Any conversation. There's conversation starters on the Financial Adventure Club website. Just go sign up and they're on the parent dashboard page. Every day there's 3 new ones that pop up. Ask a question. Listen to the answer. That's your assignment. On Thursday, I'm releasing something specifically for parents who home educate or who want to be more intentional with their financial literacy in their home life. It's a 4-part framework that I've put together for teaching financial literacy at home with no curriculum, no textbooks, no previous financial education required. If that's you, Thursday's for you. And if you want everything that I teach here on the channel organized into one platform, the Jerry and Phil stories, the habit building quizzes, the parent support materials, the Financial Adventure Club, that's the place. The link is in the description. So which one of these 5 do you think that your family is already doing? Even accidentally? Drop it in the comments and let me know. Until next time, see you.